The New York Giants just got a great update heading into their season opener. Let's talk about it. My name is Paul. This is Big Apple Sports. Tune in every day for the latest Giants content, news, analysis, whatever you want, Giants football. This is the channel for you, so don't miss out. Take just a quick second, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, get alerts on. NFL season is almost here, and you don't want to miss out. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to be talking Giants football and having fun all year long. So, I think all the talk coming into this season has been about Jackson Dart and when he's going to play, and then this absolutely ridiculous pass rush. And then if anyone else is being mentioned, it's generally Andrew Thomas or Malik Neighbors. But one person who recently got into the spotlight a little bit and I wanted to talk about here today is running back Tyrone Tracy. Now, when people are talking about great running backs in the NFL, I don't think anybody ever mentions Tyrone Tracy. And, he had an up and down rookie year, but he has talked about just how much more confident he is coming into the year, how he's really worked on his hands. He fumbled a couple times last year and struggled with some drops. He had 6 drops coming out of the backfield, and he has worked a lot on it this summer. And he's a converted wide receiver, so I think, once he gets settled into the NFL game a little bit, I would expect him to be an excellent pass catcher out of the backfield. And I think he is primed for a big-time season. Like, if you look at him last year, he didn't play much the first few weeks, but then week 5 against the Seahawks, he finally got his first opportunity, had 18 carries for 129 yards, and averaged 7 yards a carry. Then obviously struggled a little bit and didn't get a ton of carries against the Eagles, but then another monster game in Pittsburgh, played pretty well against the Commanders and the Panthers. And I think the big thing from this like 5 or 6 game stretch that you can take from is those were the games that Daniel Jones was starting in and the offense was performing at a little bit higher of a level. And I think that's like the offense is going to be even better than that this year. Because, for one, Russell Wilson, Jackson Dart, Jameis Winston, whoever is out there is going to be better than Daniel Jones or Drew Lock, Tommy Cutlets. Like, all 3 of them are worse than whoever will start a game for the Giants this year. And, a better passing game is going to open up the running game. Like, when you consider how many stacked boxes the Giants faced last year, these are actually pretty incredible statistics. Like, you knew the Giants weren't going to beat you deep. You had to stop the run. You had to stop the short underneath routes to Wan'Dale Robinson and Malik Neighbors. And you could probably leave Malik Neighbors one-on-one over the top. Even though he's incredible, I don't think anybody was really worried about the Giants being able to get them there. Not only because of the quarterback, but the offensive line. Like, when this line has struggled, especially with Andrew Thomas being out, like, they haven't had the pass blocking to be able to take deep shots, because by the time the receivers are 30, 40 yards downfield, Daniel Jones, Tommy Cutlets, Drew Lock, they were on their back or running for their life already. But this year, I think the offensive line is really improved. I think the addition of Marcus Bowe was one of the biggest moves of the offseason for the Giants. Obviously, we hope Andrew Thomas is healthy and that the offensive line all stays healthy and holds up. But Marcus Bowe showed he can play any position in the preseason and he can play it well. So I think even if we get injuries this year, this is going to be a solid offensive line, which means, for one, better blocking for Tyrone Tracy, and then for 2, the ability to pass the ball more and to pass the ball downfield more. Like, you saw it in the preseason on that deep ball from Russell Wilson to Bo Collins. Wilson's, he's got some shortcomings in some areas, but one thing he can do is he can throw that moon ball up to his receiver. Like the Steelers last year, their offense got so much more dynamic when they went from Justin Fields to Russell Wilson, because even though obviously Justin Fields is a much better runner, he couldn't throw that deep ball to Pickens like Russell Wilson is able to do. So I just feel like the way this offense is set up this year, with the better line, the better quarterback, like defenses can't just stack the box and pressure the QB and pin their ears back and stop the run and press Wan'Dale Robinson on his short passes and dominate the Giants offense like that. The Giants offense is going to be much more diverse, and I think it's going to be better all around. And so like Tyrone Tracy has been talking about just how much more confidence he has, how much higher his like football IQ is coming into this year. Because something people forget about Tyrone Tracy is he's only been a running back for I think 3 years now. So he's still relatively new to the position. He's kind of just succeeding based on pure talent and athleticism and natural ability. But now he's starting to master the position more, and I think he's primed for a big-time season. And then I think he's also going to get a lot more carries. So many of these games, like you look at like the Buccaneers game here and the Falcons game, like the Giants were just down so much early that they had to abandon the run and become one-dimensional. But this year, they're going to want to try to control the clock more, and I think they're going to be able to do it better because this defense is going to suffocate teams. Like with Dexter Lawrence and Abdul Carter, Kayvon Thibodeau, Brian Burns, like this is the best defensive line in football. The defense is not going to be giving up a lot of points. With Paulson Adebo and Drew Phillips taking the next step, I think the secondary is going to be much improved. The linebackers are pretty solid. Like this defense is not going to be giving up 30, 40 points like we saw a little bit last year and the year before. They're going to be able to clamp down a little more. The offense is going to be able to possess the ball a little better, and that's going to lead to more carries for Tyrone Tracy and hopefully Cam Scadaboo as well. I think we're all excited to see him. But regardless, I know for me, I don't know how many of you play fantasy football. I've been shocked at how late Tyrone Tracy is falling in drafts. I've been scooping him up in every single league. Like I've been getting him in like the 10th round, and I expect him to be a top 10-ish, maybe in the 10 to 15 range running back this season, fantasy-wise and just overall NFL-wise. So Giants fans, give me your takes. Give me some predictions on what you think Tyrone Tracy's going to do this year. And then just don't forget, on your way out, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Football season's almost here. There's going to be a ton of Giants content on this channel you don't want to miss out.